When the Minnesota Vikings drafted wide receiver KJ Osbron in the 5th round out of the U, baby, the idea was that he would be the Vikings return specialist, and anything that they got out of him on offense would be gravy, as well as what do you think about the Yannick trade? Like, what do you think back then? Interview, comment, yeah. But we've talked about how the former Hurricane has been tearing up on the second team offense, as well as could be contributing on the Vikings offense sooner than you think, as well. Given Friday's scrimmage, as well as the punt returner, kick returner usage, which KJ Osbron got all of the work, it could be an indication that KJ could have secured, or at least be on the inside track for the kick and punt return jobs for the Vikings this season, which would be great for Osborn. I think he's an immensely talented kid, as well as great for the Vikings roster dynamics and construction, because saving a couple roster spots this year is going to be huge. So Osborn, it was the team's number one return man in both groups, and it may save the Vikings a couple of spots. And also, notably, this could dictate the future of incumbent kick returner Ameer Abdullah, as well as wide receiver slash punt returner Chad Beebe, who had been in the punt return mix. So for kick return, last season at Miami, Osborn averaged 20.1 yards per return, has a career 19.6 if you factor in the Buffalo seasons as well. Abdullah averaged 25 yards per return 2019. Of course, different rules, NFL versus college, but was 10th best in the NFL. Respect, and has a career 27 yards per return. But of course, that's with shifting rules with the kickoff the last couple of years as well. Punt return. So that's where Osborn really shined, averaging 15.9 yards per return. BB last season averaged 6.6 yards per return on 7 attempts. Mike Hughes actually led the team in punt return attempts last season, but likely it won't be in that mix with him being a starting cornerback. So number one role of the punt returner, Zimmer's talked about this. Parcells, of course, worked with Zimmer, talked about this ad nauseum too. Secure the ball. Literally do not let it bounce, because all of that rolling yardage adds up, especially when you want to play a defensive ball control style of footballs. And Osborn has been adept at that. He's been phenomenal. Also, knock on wood, don't jinx it. He has 0 goose egg D'Angelo Russell career fumbles on 242 career college touches. So, there you go. So roster-wise, I think this could be bad for Chad Beebe, because if Beebe doesn't come out of camp as the team starting punt returner, I think that he might not be on the roster, because I think the Vikings do keep 5 wide receivers. I don't think they go to 6. So I think it's Thielen, Jefferson, BC, Tajay Sharp has been breaking as of late, as well as KJ Osborn, and I think that's the 5. And also, if the Vikings do somehow keep 6, I think Alexander Hollins is pretty firmly ahead of Chad Beebe at this stage. So, I mean, Beebe's got to sell out this week, or I don't know if he's going to make this roster. So Abdullah, the Vikings, I think it is smart for them to carry 4 running backs, as you want to be a run-first team, obviously having some great running backs in the mix. Plus, Abdullah brings a little something as a receiving back as well. But I mean, if Ameer doesn't win the kick return job, or at least a primary kick return job, as there generally can be 2 guys back there, I don't know. I don't know, especially if the Vikings have a lot of questions on offensive line. They want to keep an extra body there. Maybe defensive line, notably defensive end, with the trading of Yannick Ngakoue. So maybe they want to keep Wanham and Lynch on the roster. They don't really want to risk it. Maybe they keep 6 or 7 cornerbacks, which is a possibility as well. So the Vikings would love to have some flexibility on the roster. And I think that if KJ Osborn secures both the kick and punt return job, I think that makes BB expendable to a degree. I think that makes Ameer Abdullah expendable, although I think that he would be a great practice squad candidate. I think BB to a degree as well, since Kubiak loves him. But it's a good problem to have. Like, you have, because Abdullah is a very competent kick returner. BB's okay as a punt returner if he can stay healthy. But having a guy who can come in, who can do both jobs, be dynamic in both, especially in the open field, as well as contribute something on offense, which I think Osborn is going to sneaky do in the next couple of seasons, it's great. Hope springs eternal. There you go. All right, so your thoughts. KJ Osborn winning both kick and punt return jobs. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.